like there's no tomorrow.
This is a nightmare I had when I was younger, and it really scared me back then. So I decided to make it into a piece of art. The main idea of this dream is that something's coming and it's really dangerous and it's really scary and it's coming to take over like where you live and your family, and everybody has to get out as fast as they can, stop what they're doing, stop like their lives basically, just to get away from this really scary thing. But I had no idea what this scary thing was, and so I just am trying to make that into a drawing. I also really like the rough edge, so that's why I left it looking like this. I'm using some watercolor for the background, and then I'm going to use colored pencils over the top for all the details, which will make them really stand out. Here I'm using more watercolors to make the scary unknown darkness that's coming to take over that we are all trying to get away from. To make this overlapping cloud look, I use really dark, opaque watercolor, and I identify the cloud shape, and then as I puff it up and go down, the watercolor in my brush starts to run out and it causes a gradient, and then I do another dark cloud on the bottom part of the gradient, and it makes the clouds look like there's depth and they're overlapping. Now I decided that the background was too flat, so I'm adding some more very light clouds just to add some depth. So now I'm going to draw a scary face into the clouds, just to help the scary factor show through that this is something that everybody is scared of, even though I didn't actually know what this scary thing was. So now I'm sketching out some arms coming out of the cloud. I'm not quite sure what I was really doing here. I was just kind of playing around and trying to make this look scary. So I am trying to add some red into the eyes, and it wasn't working, so I grabbed a Posca, did a few little dots, and smeared it with my finger, and it actually ended up working really well. So now I am drawing an airplane, and this is representing the urge to get out of wherever you are and whatever you're doing. So that's why I came up with this idea. So while I'm using this blue pencil, you can see I switch out for this tan looking one. So this is actually a colorless blender, and it helps your colored pencils look more smooth. My original plan was to just leave the drawing like this, but I found it too bland and boring, so I actually am adding a chain into it. And here I make another change of plans. I'm actually going to draw a little cityscape, and the chain is going to wrap around the cityscape like it's trapped, and this is representing the idea of being engulfed by this scary thing. When coloring these buildings, you can really see how well the colorless blender works. I will leave a link to them in the description because they're really helpful and useful when it comes to drawing with colored pencils. This is the finished drawing. I really hope you like it, and thank you so much for watching.